Hi there, Linda Nenne here from Embodiment for Sensitive People. So today I want to talk about meeting the edge and slow, sustainable growth or expansion. And I did a video about this about 2 years ago. It's on my Instagram. If you're, I'll just put a link below if you want to look at that video. But I wanted to revisit this topic. So my sort of philosophy is, the foundation of my philosophy is that it is inside our comfort zone that we start to grow and evolve in a natural and organic way. So simply put, the comfort zone is the place where we feel safe in our bodies, we feel comfortable in our bodies, we're oriented to our environment, we know where we are, and we also have we feel connected both to ourselves, to other people, and to our environment. And that's kind of when that natural curiosity and wanting to grow and evolve starts to arise naturally. And it is our curiosity, or well, not even just our curiosity, it's just everyday life that brings us towards our edges. So one could say that our edge is where the known and the unknown meet. So there is something outside of that edge that maybe you want to explore, or you're curious about, or kind of is part of your growth process. But what so often happens is in our modern society is that we push through that edge. We might even notice that the edge is there. We just continue going past it. And then we won't be able to sense our own boundaries anymore, because we are now living outside of our boundaries. So a lot of the work that I do is, how do we get inside our boundaries so that we can start to sense them, and through sensing them actually grow in our capacity to be in life. And as a sensitive person, you might be switching between tendencies of wanting to push through the edge, or as soon as you meet the edge, want to recoil back, like move as far back from the edge as possible. So, I mean, meeting the edge is like being in the tension, or just sort of in between the known and the unknown, which might actually create almost like a expanding sensation inside of your body, as your whole body is getting ready to move into something unknown. And just meeting that edge, what happens when you start to practice that, to really sensing the boundary, and I mean that in a physical way. So when something happens in life, to have a physical sense of where is the boundary. So for me, for example, I notice that I'm coming towards my edge when there's almost a sense of contraction, like everything is just wanting to pull inwards. But as I stay on the edge, and if you start to do this practice, you will probably start to notice, as you're staying on the edge, not moving past it, and not moving away from it, but just kind of just staying there, that slowly the body will start to unfold. I think of it as a when you see a flower opening, and that is something that happens by itself. So it's not really something that you have to do. It's something that happens as you allow yourself to stay in that tension in between the known and the unknown. And in the expansion, slowly, the edge will expand so that what the unknown starts to sort of sweep in, to mix in with the known inside of your comfort zone, so that you can start to explore it from a place where you feel safe, comfortable, and connected. So it's actually that this zone where you can really stay grounded in your body gets bigger. And this meeting the edge, it can be in relationships, it can be in work, it can be in just learning new things, it can be about something external, but it can also be about things that are internal, like meeting your own thoughts, or you're meeting your own sensations or emotions. And it's really interesting to practice to be both in the experience of meeting the edge and also observing any tendencies. So observing if you want to move past it, or you want to recoil back. And this can be very subtle work. For some of us, it's like we notice it instantaneously, and for others, it might take longer. I remember for myself starting to just sense those edges in actually sensing them with my physical body, that they were very permeable, which I think it's the case for a lot of us sensitive people, is that our boundaries are very permeable, and we have to be really attentive to start to notice where they are. And I think that is also why we are more, maybe some of us, prone to just continuing past the boundaries, because it feels like, oh my God, I can just do anything. It's like I don't have any boundaries. And I see a lot of people that can keep up with that for years, maybe even for a whole lifetime. But that is also when the risk of burnout and overwhelm, and just being completely, waking up one day and being completely drained, that is when that starts. The risk of that is more, I think I lost my thread. There's a risk of that. Maybe you can continue to live outside the boundaries for the rest of your life, or maybe it will backfire one day, who knows. But I suppose listening to this, that you're interested in actually honoring your boundaries, meeting your edge, and growing and living in a way that's sustainable for you. So anyways, if you're curious about this work, you can download my free miniseries. I'll put a link below. And in that first section is where you get to, it's a lecture about the comfort zone and a practice of just starting to sense, starting to come inside the boundaries of your comfort zone, and how you can start to grow from that place. All right, if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, reflections, you can write them below. All right, have a beautiful day.